Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another great hour of NWA Mountain State Wrestling. I am the outlaw rock star, Sweet Stephen Hensley, and my partner and loyal sidekick, the famous Dean Bibb. Famous, really?
Yeah, very nice, very nice. We're going to make Philippi, West Virginia famous this morning because we're making NWA Mountain State's premiere in Barber County. Right here, the county seat, Philippi. We're going to host another great Civil War magnitude event right here in Philippi. We've got Jock Samson debuting, Scott Sarin debuting. We've got the Maestro. We've got Johnny Blast. Their titles are on the line. Who knows where the Canadian Lion Lance Erickson is going to prowl to next?
That's absolutely right. A lot of title matches this morning. Tag titles on the line. Ricky Shane, Billy Lake going up against the Army of Darkness. Boris Dragoff, Bob Brown. TV title match. Erickson against the Maestro of Wrestling. Heavyweight title match. Jock Samson in his debut in Mountain State Wrestling taking on Johnny Blast. And let's not forget, Scott Sarin going up against Jimmy Nemeth. It's going to be quite a morning, ladies and gentlemen.
December 10th, Richmond, West Virginia, Wyoming, East High. Come on down. NWA Mountain State at its finest, the very best in professional wrestling, sanctioned by the NWA, the oldest and largest sanctioning body in professional wrestling, the National Wrestling Alliance. Come see the creme de la creme, the best of the best. Bring your mamas, bring your papas, bring your grandbabies, bring your grandmamas. Bring them all down. We're going to have a great time right there in Richmond, West Virginia. Ooh la la.
Nobody's taking us seriously if we don't have title.
Boris Dragoff, the Soviet star, and Pitbull Brown. Guys, what can I just want to be part of the Army of Darkness. What can I do?
Everybody wants to be part of the Army.
No, not as bad as you don't get it. What can I'll do anything to be part of the Army of Darkness. What can I do?
You want to be part of the Army.
I need to be part of the Army of Darkness. You guys are going to take me to the next level.
Well, I tell you what. You want to be a part of the Army of Darkness.
Yes.
Tonight, you win your match. You prove to us that you have what it takes. I've been watching you the last few weeks, using your stick, doing everything you can to win match. You win your match tonight. We'll let you in the Army of Darkness.
Really? Just win my match tonight and I'm in.
You win your match tonight.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I won't let you guys down. I won't let you down.
Scott Sarin getting the crowd firmly in his pocket here against the formidable big Jimmy Nemeth. What a powerhouse.
And this is our first look at Scott Sarin. Don't know too much about him, other than the fact that he looks like the bastard son of Johnny Blast.
Well, Wow, Jimmy Nemeth here totally dedicated to making a name for himself in Mountain State Wrestling and looking for a shot in the Army of Darkness. And now working an upper wrist lock on Scott Sarin here.
And what a student of the game is Nemeth.
Tough kid, man. He has brawled the likes of Billy Litt and Ricky Shane all across the state. He's also had title matches against our champions and have really proven himself, and now wanting to join the Army of Darkness. Side headlock takeover now by Scott Sarin here.
And Scott Sarin doing a wonderful job for the moment of neutralizing Jimmy Nemeth's offense. But Jimmy Nemeth, as soon as I say that, comes back over with a head scissors, and he's got Scott Sarin firmly locked down on that mat.
Heavyweight champion Johnny Blast takes on newcomer Jock Samson. Later on in this hour, Scott Sarin now working his way out by pure power and resumes the side headlock.
And Scott Sarin literally getting back up to his feet and leaping back down to subdue Nemeth. And that's a very wise move. Scott Sarin, he's very new to our scene, but here's something that a lot of people take for granted. Earlier you said you called Jimmy Nemeth kid. And that's absolutely true. People see him in there, they think he's a rugged veteran by the way he looks, by the full beard, and by his outward appearance, but he is 19 years old.
That's
he is
incredible.
13 matches in. And what an incredible offense we've seen from him so far in Mountain State Wrestling.
Certainly. Scott Sarin shoots him off and takes the shoulder tackle by said Mr. Nemeth and a quick cover. 2 count only. Nemeth right there showing he's worked with some veterans and learned some stuff. He was right there to capitalize. There's your side headlock takeover. No, you can't take anything away from Jimmy Nemeth. He is big, he is strong, he is determined, he has skill.
And he's a lumberjack. And once again, that's okay.
Yes, in certain communities, absolutely. Certain parts of West Virginia, Richwood, lumberjacks. Nice reversal now by Scott Sarin.
Goes behind Nemeth, comes out with a side headlock. Scott Sarin not taking Nemeth for granted at all. Scott Sarin, let's not take anything away from him either. This is our first chance to take a look at him, but he didn't come out here to lose today. He came out here to make a name for himself. And Nemeth, he's been running over top of him, but Scott Sarin, as soon as I say that, he levels Jimmy Nemeth with a big-time shoulder block, bounds off the ropes, ducks under, goes behind, and a backslide by Sarin.
Nice move, and
Got
Nemeth,
his shoulders on the mat, 2 count, 3. Nope,
he
2
was in
count.
the ropes. Whoa, here we go with the schoolboy. A lot of quick pins here. What else you got?
Small package, how's that for you?
Very nice, very nice.
Still
Nemeth
not
on
enough
the
to put
ropes.
away Nemeth, though.
Yeah, Nemeth absolutely decided he was going to take a moment here.
And that's not a bad decision.
No, things were definitely heating up there.
Everything was going Sarin's way. Nemeth said, whoa, 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 whoa. I may be 13 matches in, but I recognize a trouble situation.
Absolutely, and the count begins. It's at 2. Jimmy Nemeth definitely taking his time.
And Nemeth's not taking Sarin for granted.
No, he had best not. Sarin really showing some skills. Wow.
Slingshot Sarin, throat first across the top rope. Nemeth back in the ring, kick to the gut. This could be the end for Sarin. A nice swinging neck breaker. Softens that neck up. Lateral press, hooks the leg. 2.
I love the old school moves. Swinging neck breakers, and speaking of old school moves, Nemeth is getting famous for the side Russian leg sweep, often accompanied by that axe handle that he brings to the ring with him.
5 minutes have elapsed in the match. 15 minutes remaining.
Nemeth continues to grind away on the neck of Sarin. Good follow-up to the swinging neck breaker, but Sarin, he's got some fight left in him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and he's got some long hair that just came into play also. We can see that from here.
I may have spoke a little bit too soon about that fight.
And Nemeth now dropping that big leg across the throat.
Timber.
Television championship is on the line in the next match. The Canadian Lion Lance Erickson taking on your champion, the Maestro, as Jimmy Nemeth twists at the ligaments and neck muscles of Scott Sarin. Said he was from Pittsburgh. He's a football fan, he says, but he's not a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. Well, that's all right. I won't hold it against him.
Well, that's very appropriate. The way Jimmy Nemeth's going at him in the ring there, he may very well take his head off and kick it out of here.
Scott Sarin now prone on the mat after the elbows applied by big Jimmy Nemeth.
Jimmy Nemeth's really taking this kid to task today.
Well, Jimmy Nemeth, you may talk about his relative. Whoa, inside cradle, small package.
Out of nowhere. No way. No way.
Almost a pinfall. And Jimmy Nemeth capitalizes with a big clothesline. I was going to say he's young, but the people that he's been in the ring with, he has had opportunities to learn, and he's taken full advantage of them.
Absolutely has. Every time we see him out here, he looks better and better every week. And his best days absolutely lie ahead.
You have to wonder if he would be an appropriate fit for the Army of Darkness, or would he be better off to trudge on his own and say he did it his way?
Well, if he manages to acquire the right to be a part of the Army of Darkness, that's going to be a heck of a career step for him. That's going to elevate his game to a whole nother level.
Army of Darkness have absolutely dominated. Whoa!
Sarin doing everything he can to come back in this one. And he's got Nemeth down on the mat now. Bounce off the ropes.
Nice,
Some fancy footwork and an elbow drop. A little highfalutin for my taste.
That looked like 2 3/4 from where we were at, and Nemeth cuts him off with a rake of the eyes. There's your belly-to-belly stalling release suplex over the shoulder here.
Fantastic.
Another 2.5 here. That was a beautifully executed suplex.
And Nemeth going right back to work on Sarin.
The side headlock again. That I can't get over how beautifully he executes that suplex. He is a true technician, and his best years are still yet to come. And Sarin shoots him off directly into the corner, though.
Now there's an opening.
Schoolboy. And again, 2.5. Sarin's trying to make the best of the opportunities given him.
But look at Sarin holding the back of his neck there. All the groundwork that Nemeth laid in, it may be paying off right now. And Nemeth had him rolled up there. He almost took the victory.
Almost. Oh, he clips the knee out with a low altitude drop kick. Oh, and a hard shot to the head.
And Sarin may be all but done in this one. Nemeth's really put the screws to him.
And now, after all that abuse, he's going to wear that spine down. Sean Kelly right there to check for a submission. Some extracurricular going on over there. We can't see what's going on, but Cucumber and Company's got the camera right there catching all the action.
You can't guess what's going on?
Oh,
A look of pain on the face of Sarin.
I can guess, but we don't get paid to guess. I don't guess.
I would.
Shooting the elbows into the midsection of Big Jimmy Nemeth. Sarin shoots him across the ring. Nice reversal.
Whoa! Oh, that looked brutal. That
Wow.
looked painful. This could be it.
Those are career enders right there. He looked like he went for divorce court, and his shoulder was torqued really, really severely.
That's going to take the strength right away from those deltoids. A
Jimmy.
lot of lifting power just went away from Sarin.
Absolutely. That's going to take away a lot of your strength for pinfall. Scoop slam now. So we've had the knee worked over. We've had the shoulder wrenched. Jimmy Nemeth catching his wind before he goes out to the outside.
Let's not forget about the neck. Quite a bit of damage to that neck.
Yes, definitely showing signs of wear and tear on the neck. And look, Sarin's up.
And Sarin leaping up there, taking some shots at Nemeth. He's there to meet him up top.
Setting him up. Wow!
Whoa! Big time hip toss from the top rope.
You don't see that very often. That is a high-risk maneuver, and now the Army of Darkness comes out.
You gotta wonder how intelligent a move that was for Sarin, though. He already has the hurt shoulder, and if things didn't look good for him already, if he manages to look outside and see who's coming out here, it looks to me like he's getting ready to be in a world of pain.
Well, they're here to size up the youngster, Big Jimmy Nemeth, who lands a huge forearm. Oh, and now Sarin firing back with forearms.
Well, if they're here to size up Nemeth, I think they're going to be in a treat the way he's looked today.
Big chop there.
Whoa!
Northern Lights suplex came out of nowhere.
That was the blink of an eye. I can't believe it. He's got the ropes.
That's the only thing that saved him. You notice his lower body wasn't kicking.
Well, that's the mark of good instinct. I say instinct, not veteran instinct, because he's not a veteran. He's just intelligent. And for a young man in this business to be that smart and that aware, that's a hallmark of a future prominent competitor.
Sarin blocked the suplex and delivers a fisherman suplex on his own. 2 count only. His neck again playing into this now.
It all comes down to groundwork.
10 minutes have elapsed in the match. 10 minutes remain.
That fisherman suplex is designed that the neck and the shoulders carries a lot of the weight because the free arm is hooking a leg. Oh, big spear now by Big Jimmy Nemeth, and here's your cover.
Sarin, though, time and time again, I don't know where he's finding the strength to kick out, but he's finding it.
And Nemeth frustrated because he wants to be able to put this kid away in short order to show the Army of Darkness he's ready.
Well, of course he does. This is his opportunity. This is his moment to shine. Drag off Bob Brown and Draven all out here to take a look at no!
Oh,
No!
great reversal into a suicide DDT now.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on, buddy. No, no, yes, 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 yes.
He kicked out perhaps on pure adrenaline because the top of his head landed squarely. Man, Sarin pulled that one out of the hat at the right moment. Sarin first went up to his feet. Nemeth threw a kick.
Oh, Enziguri Concussion City.
That was the kick that counted right there.
And you got to think all the damage that's already been done to the neck and the base of the skull.
And 2 count once again.
You really got to wonder, though, after a point, how much more damage does Sarin want to sustain?
Well, right now, if he can survive even a time limit draw, it might be better than trying another high-risk move to put Nemeth away.
Whoa! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, that wasn't the plan.
I saw that one. Draven tripped up the wrong man, and that's it.
Here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Scott Sarin.
And that's what you call a heartbreaker if you're Jimmy Nemeth.
Absolutely. Now, he's still talking about his neck on the outside of the ring. Jimmy Nemeth trying to figure out exactly what happened.
This is not the dividend he was counting on paying off. Well, we may have a situation out here. Jimmy Nemeth doesn't seem to be taken too kindly.
Oh!
And the Army of Darkness isn't taking very kindly either. Nemeth very upset about his loss today. He was hoping to impress. Then he got very angry at the hand they hoped to have help feed him.
Oh, Bob Brown levels him with the kick. And Dragoff has Nemeth's axe handle at this point. This kid may be 13 matches young, but he may not see match number 14.
They can ring that bell all day, Dean. I don't think it's going to make a difference. The Army of Darkness don't care about the rules during their matches, let alone this one.
Oh! Brutal! Will Nemeth be able to breathe after that? He's already turning blue.
You know, Nemeth has always been kind of a standalone guy ever since he broke into the scene here in Mountain State Wrestling. But right now, he may want to rethink that strategy because having no friends in the back, having nobody to watch your back, that leaves you open to a situation like this.
Friends and spare bullets are two things in short supply.
And Mike Draven's saying this is what happens to anybody that touches me. Anyone that touches that man has to answer to that army.
Oh, now he's laying in fists on his own.
There's the exclamation point.
Are they finished with him? I don't think this ended nearly. Whoa!
Big time leg drop by the pit bull.
I don't think this ended anywhere near the way Jimmy Nemeth had hoped it would end. But thankfully it's ended.
Well, that's an understatement.
Here at Lewis Nissan, we've moved, and we've just opened our brand new facility built in order to better serve you. And we're celebrating with grand opening discounts on every new Nissan in stock. Take up to $10,000 off MSRP on select models. And with over 200 new vehicles, we're sure to have the right Nissan to fit any budget. Only at Lewis Nissan in Beckley. Call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY or visit us online at lewisnissan.com.
For the past 16 years, Mark Hunt has helped hundreds of people who were injured in a car wreck. Mark Hunt and Associates help people put their lives back together after a car wreck. We get cars repaired, medical bills and lost wages paid, and get you the compensation deserved. Call Mark Hunt and Associates. We have the experience to help you when you can't help yourself. Mark Hunt and Associates, 304-344-1800, or on the web at www.markahunt.com.
Kramer Security and Investigations, an industry leader, is currently hiring for the position of security officer throughout southern West Virginia. At Kramer, quality begins and ends with our security officers. We are proud to offer a variety of shifts, competitive wages, professional training, and a great opportunity. For information, please call 304-256-0300. That's 256-0300, or apply in person at our Market Street Beckley or Walker Street Princeton locations. Kramer Security and Investigations, securing your future today. An equal opportunity employer.
Here at Lewis Suzuki, we've moved, and we just opened our brand new facility built in order to better serve you. Now enjoy grand opening discounts on every new Suzuki in stock, including the 2011 Suzuki Kisashi, named J.D. Power's highest-ranked vehicle appeal among midsize cars. Over 60 in stock to choose from, plus new 2012 models arriving daily. Only at Lewis Suzuki in Beckley.
Sooner or later, we're going to get you in a new Suzuki.
Strozilla, as I sit here in this locker room in Philippi, West Virginia tonight, and I get ready for a match with you, I got a lot of things going through my head right now. A lot. One thing is these people in West Virginia, you say you're for West Virginia and you're for this and you're for that here. These people never travel with you. I know you. I know the kind of man you are. I just come out of one of the most physical, traumatizing, quote, angles, if that's what you will, that I've ever had here in the state of West Virginia, and that was with Ricky Shane. He really pushed me to the limit. He even knocked my tooth out. Stro, I know who you are. You're not what you say you are. You're not this kind, loving, gentle guy, Stro. You're just as vicious, just as mean and ornery as the Canadian Lion ever thought about being. So tonight, Stro, these people in West Virginia, that's all I've heard on different websites and people from shows. When is Lance Erickson and the Maestro gonna finally lock horns? Stro, as Dusty Rhodes used to say, the bull of the woods. That's pretty much what you've been here in MSW till Lance Erickson showed up. I even heard some of the boys in the locker room talking about Stro wasn't working hard till Lance Erickson showed up. You know, they say some of the best promos are shoot promos. Well, I'm going to shoot with you right now, Robbie. I know who you are. I know what you're about. And I'm going to bring that out of you. And you know what? This state's not going to have... The last time they had matches of this caliber was when I tangled with Brian Logan. There's an old name for you. A name that's not supposed to be mentioned, but probably a legend in West Virginia as far as I'm concerned. So tonight, Robbie, we finally lock horns. I know you're this great shooter. There's not another guy in the locker room that can shoot with you besides me, probably. You was an amateur great. You've been to Japan. You've been to WCW. You've been to Memphis. I know this. I respect you more than anybody in that locker room, Robbie, but I'm not scared of you. Number one. Number two, I can go hold for hold with you. And I'm going to show that tonight. And I came back for gold. Like, that's been my whole angle in this thing. I didn't come back for nothing else but gold. So tonight, Maestro of Wrestling, let's wrestle. Let's see if you got what it takes. There's only been one other guy in this promotion that's been able to push me. And as of a few weeks ago, I finished him off. You're next. So Robbie, get ready, because you're just my next step towards immortality.
Lance Erickson, you are the Canadian Lion. You're the big bad bull here in NWA Mountain State. Your feud with Ricky Shane has been brutal, vicious. You have a contract guaranteeing you a title match in any time you choose. You're going after Johnny Blast, the heavyweight champion. You run a rough shot over everybody, and then you won. But Lance Erickson, it's time for you to get a dose of your own medicine. See, this time around, you got Strozilla. You got the people's champion. You got Stro, the Maestro of Wrestling. Ooh la la! I'm fired up, and I'm ready for you. Come on, you big bad bull. You big bully. You big mouth. Come on. Come on, you big Canadian. Bring everything you got. I want to see it. I want to see a look in your eyes, face to face and eye to eye. Because this time around, you're wrestling the people's champion. We don't play that, and we give as good as we get. So step in that ring, old Strozilla, and I'm going to stare you right in the face. I'm going to lock horns with you. I'm going to beat you down. I'm going to go, kabashi chop! And ooh la la! All over that ring, on you. I mean, on you. Let's do it. Ooh la la.
And he's got an opportunity today to go ahead and take away the NWA Mountain State Wrestling TV belt.
Absolutely. Maestro, of course, still stinging from the fact that he's had two opportunities to wrest the legendary 10 pounds of gold from the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Scrap Iron Adam Pearce right here in NWA Mountain State territory. However, he also has the satisfaction of knowing that in Hinton, West Virginia, during a six-man tag team match, which featured both of these men on opposing teams, he, in fact, made Scrap Iron Adam Pearce tap out to win that match. So the Maestro can, just like Lance Erickson could become any champion here in the Mountain State that he wants to be, the Stro can become World Heavyweight Champion.
Excuse me, Dean, why are the fans chanting?
Crybaby.
Are they really chanting that at the Canadian Lion?
They certainly are, and I think he's taken exception to it.
Well, he should. He's not a crybaby. How dare they call him a crybaby? Uncalled for, disrespectful.
He's leaving, and the count is at 4.
Well, I can't blame him. The fans don't deserve to see Lance Erickson. He's a true talent.
Wow.
Lance Erickson going back in. That's because he's a competitor, though. it's not because he feels like he owes these fans anything, which he doesn't.
And the fans are on his case right now.
Well, that and a quarter will get them absolutely nowhere in this world. It won't even get you a cup of coffee these days.
Thank you, Mr. Larry Zabisco, for that insight from the 1980s.
It'll get you an eye drop worth of gasoline.
Collar and elbow tie-up, and this match is underway. Maestro with the side headlock.
Well, Strozilla better really hold on to that. He doesn't want to let Erickson have too many opportunities.
Boy, I agree with that.
Erickson forcing apart the hands of the Maestro and gets out of that situation quick.
Nice clean break. How many times have these guys tangled up in the past few months here? And how many more times will it be before they no longer have to?
These two men have absolutely scouted each other up one side and down the other. You see how cautious they are.
Absolutely, because each man has fallen prey to the other man's tactics. And right now, Lance Erickson really, with the fans on his shoulder, just tearing him apart right now.
Well, it's always been the station of lesser men in society to try to break down those above them, to try to spread lies, and they can say crybaby all they want. But the fact of the matter is, these fans aren't competitors. They've never been in that ring, and what they think doesn't matter at all. What happens, who gets pinned, who says I quit, that's really the defining characteristic of what's the takeaway factor.
Very good analysis.
Thank you.
Stephen Hensley, sometimes your commentary borders on the obtuse, but you've been spot on tonight. I'm very proud of you. You're learning. Very good.
I like to think I'm acute, thank you.
Acute, as in you affect people often. Don't forget, Jingle Bell Bash is marching itself across West Virginia in just 2 weeks' time, coming to towns all over West Virginia, and we want to see you there. You come on out and support NWA Mountain State, and we thank you for doing so. www.nwamountainstate.com. All right, Lance Erickson works him over, takes him to the rope. Oh, and the champion with a big shoulder. He hits the ropes. Lance goes under.
Erickson goes for a hip toss. Reversal by the Maestro.
Nicely played, and a scoop slam by the television champion on the big Canadian.
And he really planted him there. Erickson gets caught by an arm drag.
Beautiful Ricky Steamboat arm drag by the television champion. Erickson's checking to make sure all of his teeth are in because he hit the floor hard. And the Maestro, as you can hear, very proud of himself.
Boy, do you like to name drop the veterans of our business, Dean.
Well, that was the Ricky Steamboat arm drag.
Hey, I'm not knocking it, man. You say that like you expect me not to like Ricky Steamboat.
I figured you hated Ricky Steamboat from the get-go.
No, he once told me I was the greatest commentator of all time.
Oh, that's pretty good.
True story.
Very good. So how long were you asleep before that dream happened?
Wouldn't you like to believe that?
Stro is begging the Canadian Lion to come on and get back in here and get some. Stro, a man of the people. Erickson, a man out on his own, and he's saying that the trunks were pulled on that.
Did you call the Maestro a man of the people?
Yes.
Well, there's a character flaw if these are his people. I see 5 teeth among them and 12 IQ points. Who dressed these people?
Wow, we really, really do enjoy your insight into the fans here in Philippi, West Virginia. Oh, look at that. Just bearing down with his breastbone across the nose of Lance Erickson, and now three-quarter Nelson, brings him around.
And the Maestro has a lot of upper body strength, and you really saw that come into play there. Lance Erickson, he's a big guy. To really be able to muscle him down the way the Maestro just did, I hate to say it, but that requires some skill and some true upper body strength. That requires finesse.
You better believe that. We've seen Maestro use phenomenal strength maneuvers such as the jackhammer before. The man strong. Wow. But don't sell Lance Erickson's sword. Look at that textbook. Yes, look at these men go right here in Philippi. Working the chain. Snapmare takes him over.
And Maestro going right back to work on the neck of Lance Erickson.
Who blesses America in God's name. Thank you very much.
I don't think Lance Erickson blesses America. He's the Canadian Lion, Dean.
You heard it right there. He said, God bless America.
I think he meant that as a profanity.
Really?
I believe so.
We can't have profanity. Oh, nice single leg Oh, and now he's going to work it over.
It's profane in Canada.
5 minutes have elapsed in the match. 10 minutes remaining.
I've been to Canada. It's wonderful. We went up to Aurelia, Lake Simcoe. Wonderful place. Now, that particular part of Canada, we couldn't see Russia.
I'm half Canadian, you know.
Really?
That's why Lance Erickson and I get along so well. Born in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. So your computer has an A button, or what?
You think you're so clever. You hoser.
Take off, eh? Oh, look at that, grinding the forearm into the knee and cackling as he does so, does the Canadian Lion. Oh, an open palm strikes to the temple, and that was a nice, effective game changer.
Well, it certainly dazed the Canadian Lion. Lance Erickson still trying to shake off the cobwebs, and the Maestro is not going to let up on him for a second. He goes over there and he lays straight back into him, and he levels him back down to the canvas with a fantastic European uppercut.
And back to the neck. Wow, the neck took a lot of abuse in that short little 20-second time span, and right back to the working the neck over.
And the Maestro came in here with a very sound strategy. Work on the neck of Lance Erickson. You know what that's going to take away from Lance Erickson? That spear that he loves to favor in his matches.
Yes. Oh, and a thumb to the eye. That didn't take that away.
Sure didn't.
Big right hand.
And that's a good, solid wrestling move if ever I've seen one.
Oh, there's another big one. And the Maestro slumps down right onto that briefcase with the open contract that Lance Erickson has. Whoa! Blatant choke in the corner. Oh, he's proud of himself.
He should be. He's from Canada.
Oh, wonderful. So you were born in Calgary, Alberta. Were your parents stationed there in the Army?
My dad was U.S. military. My mother was a beautiful Canadian girl.
Oh. I saw some beautiful Canadian girls back in 1989. Beautiful spinning elbow drops by the Canadian Lion. Every one of them right on target. Here's your cover. 2.
Erickson almost putting away the Maestro, but Maestro still a lot of fight left in this guy.
Oh, you better believe it.
Erickson not letting off of him for a second. Now he's trying to cut off some of the oxygen to the Maestro.
Now see, not only is he applying a chin lock, but his weight is also across the upper chest. That's gonna inhibit the Maestro's ability to take deep breaths and expel air.
And the Maestro trying to get the fans behind him. That's been a strategy in this match. I think that's why he's counting on to be his X factor. They helped him early on with the psychological advantage, an alleged psychological advantage that you perceived over Lance Erickson by calling him Crybaby. And now he's trying to use them to get himself fired back up. But you see his arm dropping there. This one may be for naught. Whoa.
No, he's still in. He's still in. Television champion is still a big part of this match. More open palm strikes from a prone position.
And that's going to break up that rear headlock by Lance Erickson.
Oh, and a big kick to the midsection rolls the big Canadian Lion over. Another big one by the Maestro.
And the little Muppets are loving this one.
Oh, and a short distance knee drop. That's going to soften that head up.
Well, in the words of Jock Moliere, that doesn't tickle.
Get well soon, Jock. I miss you. I can't carry this broadcast without you. Oh, hey, what do you say, bud?
Excuse me?
Look at Stro. Another snapmare, and right back to the neck after all those knee drops. Open palm strikes. An open palm strike is a totally legal maneuver, but you're using the butt of your hand, okay? You're not using knuckles. That's like getting hit by a phone book.
Sure is. Nothing gentle about that. Stro holding on to Erickson with a rear waist lock, trying to roll him into, I believe, a pinning position maybe, or really just squeeze some life out of him. It's a dangerous situation for the Maestro, though. That can put his shoulders flat to the mat, too, there. He's in danger of getting pinned on that one.
Yes, absolutely. It's a risky maneuver. The person applying the pinfall has to watch what he's doing.
Don't think for a second that Lance Erickson doesn't know how to take advantage of that situation. All he has to do is get his shoulder up at the last second and make sure the Stro's shoulders aren't in a position to be off that mat.
Headbutts to the shoulder blade now by the Maestro. And these guys can also flat out freestyle wrestle too.
These guys are playing it real close to the vest today. Nothing real flashy out there, a lot of mat wrestling.
Well, they want to be sure that no surprises come out of their opponent that they haven't seen, that they would not be prepared for. And they are absolutely, another phone book palm strike.
Right to the face.
One count.
Lance Erickson, though, he gets right back up out of that pinning situation. It's going to take a lot more than that to put him away.
Lance Erickson's going to need some strong aspirin or something. And looky here. Beautiful, beautiful reversal now by the Canadian Lion to a hammerlock here. And that's what I'm talking about. These guys, make no mistake, can flat out wrestle. And that's why this is NWA Mountain State Wrestling. It's not Mountain State Superstars. It's not Mountain State Gladiators. These men are wrestlers.
Absolutely. And you see that with what Erickson's doing there. He has that hammerlock on there and continues to do more damage with those knees to that arm.
And that's a big man, 270 pounds coming down on a joint.
And once again, let's go back to strategies. Stroh worked on the neck of Erickson, taking away the spear from Erickson. Erickson's working on that arm. That's going to take away from what, Dean? What's that going to take away from the Maestro?
Stroh bear hug DDT.
10 minutes have elapsed in the match. 5 minutes remaining.
It's also going to take away the full effectiveness of that crossface. You can't hold on to something if your arms aren't in condition to hold on to it.
And the crossface has caused the NWA World Heavyweight Champion to tap out. The crossface has caused almost everyone in the roster. And you got some rope support being illegally applied there by Lance Erickson. Referee out of position.
You know, really, I think it's a nationality difference. That's actually legal in Canada. Completely legal.
Illegal in Canada. Being a Biff Naked fan is legal in Canada.
Erickson kicked to the arm of the Maestro, continuing to work away on one body part. That's the strategy both men came in with. One body part.
Standing arm bar now to an upper wrist lock with his weight down on top of it. Normally the wrist lock is applied with both men standing. He's taking advantage of the leverage difference that their body positioning allows. Look at that! Now, that was a reversal, but at what cost?
That's right, working away with that hurt arm, pulling him over. That does a lot of damage to the Maestro too, but really, in that situation, how much choice do you have?
You work with what you've got. Maybe this position is a little easier than the one he just found himself in, but he sacrificed his body to get out of that move. And now, he's prone with another hammerlock.
Erickson sticking to some basics here. That's been the name of the game for most of this match. Basics.
Elbows. Elbows.
Very basic counter. Palm strikes. Oh.
Oh, big chop.
There's an oldie but a goodie.
Another big chop. Oh, thumb to the eyes. And now right back to the hammerlock. Actually, that's an inverted armbar.
Erickson doing a great job of tying that one arm up like a pretzel.
And as you wisely stated, as you said, that bear hug's effective, but so is the crossface. Oh, palm strike to the midsection. Another palm strike to the midsection. Another palm strike.
You know, I've never seen the Maestro utilize the palm strike like he has in this match, but those chops, we've seen that before.
Absolutely. And there was nowhere for Erickson to go. The crowd here in Philippi is eating it up. This has been the story of the palm strike. Now forearms. Oh, that was a dangerously low blow.
Only for the Maestro. That was very, very good fortune if you're Lance Erickson.
There he is. There you go. He just called it.
It's like I can see inside the man's mind.
13 minutes have elapsed in the match. 2 minutes remaining.
We are under 2 minutes left here in this television championship matchup, and it has been an incredible matchup. These men have worked each other over from one corner post to the other. Sabat kick now. Another Sabat kick.
And Stroh going for the cover.
Erickson under the ropes.
Firmly under the ropes there. Not even a chance at a pinfall count there. Very good scouting on the part of our referee.
Stroh's prepping for a chop. Oh! Big chop takes the big Canadian Lion down.
The Maestro waiting in the wings. He wants to get him with another one.
Canadian Lion shaking the cobwebs out. Whoa, another big chop.
Lateral press. 2.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Is he going to go for the crossface?
It looks like it, Dean. He's trying to get the arm in position. He's working away on that shoulder of Erickson.
Can he lock it in? Can he take this match home?
Well, he's trying. Erickson's fighting him every step of the way, though. Stroh brings him back down to the mat the hard way.
Does he have it?
He's got the arm positioned. Does he have it locked in? He's trying to get a hold of Erickson's other arm.
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds.
And he is ripping those arms and shoulders right away from their point of origin.
20 seconds remaining.
And Maestro continuing to work away on Erickson. Punch you in.
10, 9, 8,
This time.
7,
Is he gonna get
6,
the
5, 4,
Only 5 left.
3,
Everything he has.
2,
He hasn't got it.
1.
Hanging in there. Time limit draw. Time limit draw. Erickson survived the 15 minutes.
Jock Samson has finally arrived in NWA Mountain State, and he's going to do what he said he's going to do. He's going to come and beat the very best wrestlers in the world because they are here at NWA Mountain State. Jock Samson ain't going to start at the low man on the totem pole. He's coming for you, Johnny Blast, the Mountain State heavyweight champion. You see, Johnny, you are a bad man. You have to hold that belt. But Johnny, you have never met anybody like me. You have never met anybody with a sidekick like Conway here. Like me. You see, Johnny, when I finally get a hold of you in that ring, I am going to beat you from pillar to post. And then I'm going to walk away as the new NWA Mountain State heavyweight champion of the world. And there's not a damn thing anybody can do about it.
This week, on NWA Mountain State Wrestling, I'm putting my title on the line against a newcomer to Mountain State Wrestling, but he's no newcomer to me. Jock Samson from Ohio. I know you. I've wrestled with you before. I've wrestled against you before. But never before was something on the line that means as much to me as my NWA Mountain State title does. You better get ready, Jock, because I'm going to be ready. This week, it's your turn.
For all the marbles, and this is one of the reasons why NWA Mountain State Wrestling is one of the hottest commodities going on, at least in the eastern part of the United States. If we have a newcomer come in, we're just as likely to feed him to the lions right off the bat as we are to let him work his way up the ladder.
Well, Dean, you may view it that way, but I've had the opportunity to see Jock Samson in action before, and mark my words, that guy is a super beast.
See, this is my first opportunity to see him in action, actually. You told me...
Oh, he's a redneck warrior.
You say he's worked for NWA Premier.
He works wherever he wants.
He's definitely confident.
With good reason. He's skilled and he is dangerous. We say that a lot, but he truly is as dangerous as I say he is. That man is rough and tough.
He's a big man. And now the fans definitely behind Johnny Blast here. And it tickles me to no end to be able to call matches for Johnny Blast as heavyweight champion because he runs from no one. And what is Lance Erickson doing out here with his briefcase?
Hey, he's got a vested interest. Remember, he's got the chance anytime, anywhere he wants.
Could this be today? He's at least coming out to watch.
If he wants. You going to tell him he can't cash in?
Jock Samson's boots reminiscent of Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch. A wrist lock applied now by the heavyweight champion. And Samson not expending any energy. He gets to the ropes for a break.
And despite Johnny Blast's best attempts to tie Jock Samson up and neutralize him, Samson, very strong, stays completely vertical and calmly, very calmly, walked over to the ropes and broke it up.
It was kind of like trying to hold on to a bull. I mean, you just go where the bull takes you.
That's a very astute analogy.
Johnny Blast, our champion, working the challenger in. Wow.
Jock Samson calling Johnny Blast a freaking idiot. Can't disagree with him there. And he said Johnny Blast pulled his hair. He said one thing that was true. I'm pretty sure the second thing was true. Referee says he didn't see it, though.
Jock Samson.
You know where his head was, though.
Collar and elbow tie-up, and Jock Samson visibly pulling the hair of the champion.
I didn't see it.
You also noticed Johnny Blast didn't complain about it either.
It's because it didn't happen.
Oh, That's what he's going to do, Jock Samson. He's going to kick you, grab you by the beard. And
Hey, break that up. Break that. Where's the 5 count? Where is the 5 count?
Great move there. Johnny Blast.
Illegal move. There's nothing great about that. It's our heavyweight champion teaching kids to cheat.
Did he cheat, or did he just go Jock Samson into striking his arms in order to release the hold? And what's all that stuff?
They pulled his beard.
Yeah, straight out. Look all over the mat. Jock Samson's going to have to do a trim up to match up the stuff that's not longer in his beard.
Johnny Blast going behind Samson with a rear waist lock.
And takes the big man down.
Blast floats on over to the front there. Looks like he's cinching in a face lock.
This is
some degree of effectiveness.
This is wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, as Lance Erickson looks on there. This is wrestling. This is not playtime. This is not bedtime for Bonzo. This is NWA Mountain State, the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance.
But look at Jock, though. Very calmly working his body closer and closer to the ropes.
And what is Blast sizing up for now? Leg drop.
Well, Blast neutralized that hand by stepping on it. And the angle that he hit that hand at, that didn't look very good for the wrist at all.
Not at all. And now cinching it in and dropping another one. Johnny Blast is going to work that left arm. Lance Erickson looking on, sizing up the heavyweight champion. And, you know, who knows? Maybe he's sizing up Jock Samson, too. Might need an ally.
Be a very good ally to have. Johnny Blast continuing to work away on the wrist of Jock Samson. And what an unfortunate break for Jock, but don't count him out by a long shot.
Definitely not by a long shot.
Samson gets a hold of that bottom rope there and forced the break. He's back up to a vertical base now.
Favoring that left arm, which is about to take even more abuse.
Johnny Blast just zeroing in on his target.
And Lance Erickson now directly on the ring apron, seated at ringside as Jock Samson fires a shot in that absolutely reeled and rocked the champion.
And that was great positioning for Jock. All Johnny saw was that arm across that rope there. He went to do some damage, and Jock came around the other side and just waylaid him on the back of the head.
I don't know how many years of experience Jock Samson has, but that was veteran thinking on his behalf.
As many as it takes, evidently.
Yes. Yes. So far, very, very impressive, this Jock Samson.
And you can hear Jock, even from our standpoint, berating Johnny Blast, telling him, come on, champ, get up.
Oh, he's a loudmouth, choking him out on the ring ropes. Absolutely, Jock Samson's a loudmouth. You can tell that.
Nothing wrong with being your own loudest cheerleader if you're good enough to deserve to be.
Absolutely.
5 minutes have elapsed in the match. 5 minutes.
Samson just rocketing Blast off that rope, and he just floored him with that back elbow.
Going for an opportunity pin, too.
Close, close.
Rear chin lock applied here. And again, Samson's weight coming to bear on the neck of Johnny Blast. Veteran of many years and many ring wars, this Johnny Blast, your NWA Mountain State Wrestling heavyweight champion.
And Jock Samson, he's as big and strong as they come, and he's got a distinct weight advantage here. I would argue that he is definitely the stronger of the two men.
He has huge arms, he's barrel-chested, and even though he is easily 6'1", maybe even 6'2" tall, he looks like a fire plug. And Lance Erickson now looking on in dismay,
Johnny Blast
his head.
doing everything he can to get back up to a vertical base. And he's successful in that attempt. A couple of blows to the gut of Jock Samson. Both men off the ropes, but Jock, good Lord Almighty, did you expect that?
I did not expect that at all. And Jock Samson pulled out the unexpected with a beautifully executed drop kick.
Pinpoint. Incredible agility, and he exploded from that vertical base.
And Lance Erickson took note of that one.
Jock sending Johnny Blast head first in that top turnbuckle. Johnny Blast has got to be seeing some stars right now.
He is so modest. I tell you what, Jock Samson letting everyone know he is the greatest of all time.
I would argue he's right.
Well, he's unwrapped a bandana with the intention of using it for ill purposes against the champion, but the champion saw that one and fought his way out. He just told the referee to watch this. What's he gonna? He just told the referee, hey, watch me choke out Johnny Blast right here in the corner with my bandana.
He's got a 5 count.
Lance Erickson watching on.
You know, some referees would disqualify you for that.
Oh,
yes. You know why he didn't? Because he's scared. You look inside Jock Samson's eyes, you're going to see intensity. You're going to see hunger. You're going to see bloodlust. I wouldn't want to get in the way of that man and his goal. Not for anything. No thank you.
Big pile driving fist now, and he's going to go up. He's on the second rope. Johnny Blast has reached his base, though.
And Jock Samson measuring him, flies up top, nails him on top of the head with that fist.
That was a huge striking blow there. And I'm sure Johnny Blast is looking to clear some cobwebs right now. Wow, I thought we might have had a title change right there.
Johnny Blast definitely seeing through some blurred eyes right now, but he saw that ref's hand coming down for that third count. He knew well enough to get his shoulder up off the mat.
Sizing him up for an elbow is Jock Samson and landing it. Taking the air out and now stomping the exact same point of origin. Count to 2.
And the rough and tumble waves of Jock Samson definitely serving him well this morning.
Absolutely. As Lance Erickson is looking on, this would be a terrible time for Johnny Blast to be told he has to face a second match, even if he can put Jock Samson away. He's going to have taken some abuse.
And Jock Samson, he's going back up again.
10 minutes have elapsed in the match. 10 minutes.
Johnny's going to want to be careful here. This could definitely be all over. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
And Blast with a desperation move, totally effective. Spinning Jock Samson around with an absolute haymaker to the breadbasket.
And that turned Jock inside out.
Another right hand. Lance Erickson watching from below as your heavyweight champion shoots the challenger across, sizes him up. Big splash in the corner. Clubbing forearm. Clubbing right hand. Another right hand straight to the temple. He's going to shoot him off. Here he comes again.
And Johnny Blast running in after Jock, and what does he do? He gets caught with a big boot to the mush.
Wow, I tell you what. That's how quickly momentum can change when two men are this good at what they do. And what's Jock Samson doing? Jock Samson has his cowbell.
Well, if the ref's too afraid to disqualify him once, why not a second time? Pull out all the stops. The ref isn't even trying to stop him.
Yeah, the referee needs to be doing a little bit of something here. He has that cowbell draped over the top rope.
He's too smart to do something.
Johnny Blast ducks a haymaker, lands 2 rights, pummeling Jock Samson into the corner.
Whoa!
Samson now with a headbutt. He goes to shoot the champion in. Here comes.
No! No!
Schoolboy now after the cowbell saw usage.
Come on, Jock!
This was
Shoot a mile! The winner of the match and still your NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Johnny Blast!
But look at Erickson.
Erickson in the ring with the briefcase.
After a very spirited contest against Jock Samson. Is it time?
If it is, you can say that I called it, even if he beats Jock Samson. What are they saying?
Quite the verbal exchange going on. I can't listen in. But if I was Johnny Blast, I'd think about diving on out of here. He just went to war with Jock Samson. This is not the time that you want to get the ire of the guy that can call for that heavyweight title shot. And Lance Erickson telling Johnny Blast to shine that title up real nice, because it's his when he's ready.
Johnny Blast says you'll have your shot. He's telling him he can cash it in anytime he wants.
And Jock telling him it doesn't matter when I want it, I'm going to get it.
Lance Erickson I think this is head game. I don't see him calling Johnny out.
Well, Lance Erickson right now, he's putting himself in that main event mix. He's firmly entrenched there to begin with, but he's not going to let anyone forget. Right now, he's the guy in this company that has the opportunity anytime he wants. Anytime he wants, he's the main event. He's the heavyweight title match.
Absolutely.
And that's got to weigh heavy on Johnny Blast's mind.
Both men retiring from the ring at this point, but how long will it be until that title contract gets cashed in?
The clock's ticking.
Here at Lewis Nissan, we've moved, and we've just opened our brand new facility built in order to better serve you. And we're celebrating with grand opening discounts on every new Nissan in stock. Take up to $10,000 off MSRP on select models. And with over 200 new vehicles, we're sure to have the right Nissan to fit any budget. Only at Lewis Nissan in Beckley. Call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY or visit us online at lewisnissan.com.
Kramer Security and Investigations, an industry leader, is currently hiring for the position of security officer throughout southern West Virginia. At Kramer, quality begins and ends with our security officers. We are proud to offer a variety of shifts, competitive wages, professional training, and a great opportunity. For information, please call 304-256-0300. That's 256-0300, or apply in person at our Market Street Beckley or Walker Street Princeton locations. Kramer Security and Investigations, securing your future today. An equal opportunity employer.
Cameraman, get a good shot of it. 10 pounds of leather and gold, synonymous with greatness. This is NWA Mountain State Wrestling on Fox 59.